You are the heroes of Leilon, as you are the heroes of Fandolin. You fended off not one but two evil armies, and you received a missive from Father Drugel, who wishes to meet you to parley under a zone of truth in the Umber Hulk, if that is acceptable to you. So if you're okay for meeting with Father Drugel for beers in the Umber Hulk Shell Inn, unless there's anything you wish to do otherwise.
Yes.
Beforehand.
I wish to search the ruins of the magic shop for the bead of force.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay, go on, make an investigate check as you search through the rubble.
I will help.
If he's helping, do I get advantage?
You get advantage. Look at you, finally learning the game system after 43 episodes. Wow, I'm impressed. All this time you could have had advantage.
There you go. Natural 20.
A natural 20. Well, I'm going to say that you find the bead of force then in a small, well-lined box. A small black marble that you throw at things. A bit like a hand grenade.
Nothing bad would come of this.
Nothing bad will come of this at all, will it? So let me... I'm going through this as... So, Father Drugel had sent a message and he wants to meet you the next day at midday when the pub is quite busy.
Yeah, we'll go. I'm going to keep a close eye on him, though.
Very well. You head down to the Umber Hulk Inn at the appointed time, and a large hulking figure in a hooded cloak, which is quite obviously Father Drugel, has the best table in the inn reserved for you. Already you see foaming mugs of beer sitting at a place for you, and he gestures for you to come over.
I'll sit down, I'll take a nip from my flask, and I am purposely not drinking the beer.
This is how I now offend everybody with my pretend Colin Farrell accent. Come on, boys, come over, sit down, have a drink. It's been a while since I've seen you now.
Drugel, you traitorous bastard, how you doing?
He says, no, that's a bit unkind. Now, I did help you out with those fellas in Fandolin. I know you've got a soft spot for the place. He says, please sit. I haven't met your friend here, the large chap, the imposing fellow with the axe, but it's nice to meet you, fella. I'm Father Drugel there. So, he gestures for you to take a seat. Do you take a seat?
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah, but we obviously watch him.
He says, now then, a bit of a to-do there was in Leilon a few days ago. He says, now by your leave, I'll put up a zone of truth so that you know I'm not lying, and I know that you're not lying.
Of course.
Right, so he whispers a quick cleric incantation and clutches his holy symbol underneath his robes. And he says, there you go now. I'm sure it's working. Behind him you see a young farm lad talking to what appears to be sweetheart, and she's saying, where are you, didn't I was waiting for you. And he says, I was in the hayloft with Rosie Turner, I was. And she goes, you what? He goes, we were having a right roll in the hay. She throws a drink in his face, slaps him and storms out. Father Drugel giggles and says, oh boys, I guess the zone of truth's working there.
I need to have this spell in my life.
He says the cleric there.
Well, we don't trust you, but come on.
He says,
Tell us what you're up for.
I've summoned you here, lads, to give you a bit of a story. Now, I want to tell you a story about gods, if you'll sit and listen and drink with me.
I'll drink.
He says, do you think that the gods give a hoot about a dingy little town like this? And he waves his hand in a circular gesture. He says, no, lads, they only deal in belief. Now, you don't have to worship a god to give him belief. I mean, every fisherman who gives an offering for the calm seas provides a tiny little bit of belief to the storm god. Every time you're doing a funeral and you lads put a copper piece on the eyes of a corpse to pay the ferryman, you're giving just that tiny little piece of belief to the Lord of the Dead. And he says, now nothing generates a good amount of belief like a good old-fashioned holy war. It's a huge, huge wave of belief. And the gods, like little children eating chocolate, they lap it up. But the thing is, what happens when the war's over? The belief fades, and that's why after a holy war, you usually have a good spate of burnings and crucifixions and traitors that are there to keep the level of belief on the go. He says, now, the gods, they don't remember how much belief you give them yesterday. They're only interested in how much belief you give them now. And he says, what we have here is a failure of a good old-fashioned holy war. And now it's due in no small part to you, lads. And he holds his glass up and offers to clink the glasses together. Clink. So he tinks the glass and takes a big...
Would you not clink?
And he says...
I'll take another nip from my flask and watch him.
Now, Now, due to the failure of Mr. Mortis, the gods, who are like children who've got no more chocolate, are throwing a tantrum. Because you know what generates a good amount of belief? And that's a good old-fashioned godly smiting. Gods, my friends, they don't cause wars. Greedy, power-hungry people cause wars, basking in the reflected belief of their actions. So he leans in conspiratorially with his glass. He leans over the glass and he says, now, as an aside, do you think some good old farm woman's called their son Leilon Mortis? I'll let you into a little secret. His real name's Derek. That's kind of his church name. I mean, it's hard to inspire belief with a name like Derek. He says, now Leilon is out of favour and he's on the run. And he's cut off from most of the power of our Lord, and he crosses himself and looks upwards and he says, because summoning an undead army, that's not a normal thing. That takes a huge amount of power. So Ulrin's kind of burnt his bridges. He's now hiding, and he's trying to find a way to get back in Miracle, the Lord of Bones. And then he crosses himself again. Good graces. And he says, now lads, do you know what the difference between Leilon Mortis, or should I say Derek, and myself is?
Your name's not Derek.
He laughs at this and takes his swig. He says, now I believe. It's a slow, strong, steady level of belief, long enough to last a lifetime. So what I want to do, and he pulls a scroll case out from under the counter, place it on the desk. He says, now what I want to do is, I want to give you a map. I know where Ulrin's hiding. And he's hiding in the tomb of that little newt there, Ebon-Death. He says, people like me, we're not interested in wars. He says, so, should something untoward happen to Derek there, he says, there'll be a power vacuum in the church. And do you know what sounds good? Archbishop Droogle. Now that sounds good, lads. Or would it be Pope Droogle? It could be Pope Droogle. What do you think?
So basically, you want us to take him out.
Oh,
so
no.
that you can get up there.
I wouldn't be one to be sending assassins against a member of my own church. You understand? It's the big man upstairs. He's Mr. Mortis there, Derek. He's gone and got himself into a lot of trouble, and he's got no longer favour with the Lord of the Dead. Lord of Bones, bless his soul.
Just cynically said.
He says, now I want to give you this map. He's hidden out in Ebon-Death's mausoleum in the Swamp of the Dead Men. And I want to walk out of here, and I hope we go our merry ways, because you've been quite a lot of good friends to me. He says, now, remember, lads, we've got a zone of truth out. I want you to know, in all honesty, I've got no intention of harming that little crone woman that you're so fond of back in Vandalin. In fact, she's treating one of my lieutenants right now because he had a broken arm. Unfortunately, he broke his arm when he was heading to Vandalin. I can neither confirm or deny whether it was one of my other men under orders that broke it. But, you know, she will actually treat anyone. She's a lovely woman, and I definitely want her to come to no harm. So what I'm going to do is leave you this map. He pushes the map case across the table and says, I'm going to put 2 platinum at the bar so you can drink yourselves in sense. I'll give you a freebie. The reason that Ebon-Death's such a psychopath is he's what's left of a Dracolich. Now, the thing is, every few millennia, a member of a undead cult or some necromancer or sorcerer decides he wants to get power, so he goes off and gets Ebon-Death a body, and then they summon the spirit and bind it in. But because he's a Dracolich, or rather the spirit of one, what you need to do is you need to find his phylactery and kill it. If you can kill his phylactery, he won't come back. That'll stop him being such a smug bastard.
We also did take him out.
You took out the body, that's true.
Right. So
carry on.
I just want to know why you think we'd be up for this.
Oh, because you are heroes. Eventually, Derek will find a way to work himself back into Miracle's good graces. He's already at the tomb of Ebon-Death, and presume he's probably personally got something in for you lads who've brought him crashing down. He'll have an undead dragon once more at his beck and call. I'm sure he probably wants to seek revenge on you. But no pressure. I mean, I'm happy to walk out of here, and as soon as my men receive the signal on this end and stone the password, they'll be on their way, and we'll not cross paths again, lads.
Just a small moment. Should we just not murder him now?
I was just thinking the same thing myself.
Because he is really annoying and very, very self-assured. So I figure we murder him, and then his friends will kill some woman, and do we care? You see, he's mistaken us for the kind of people who go around caring about people. We'll just bring her back as a dog or something.
We've done the raised dead thing once and it worked.
Aye.
Hang on, guys. It costs 500 gold pieces, you know.
I'm sure I can.
He says, I understand, boys. I want you to know I hold you in the greatest regard. And if you remember, I was once a member of the interested party, well, an honorary member of the interested party myself. I've done no ill will to you at all. I've done nothing but provide you with leads and help, to be honest.
All right, let's break it down then. Let's say that you end up higher up in the church. What's to say in the future that you're not going to be a thorn in our side that we could have took out right now?
He says, well, remember the zone of truth? Like I said, I've got no interest in causing wars or seeking revenge or any of that. I like you, lads. You've helped me out a lot. You've helped me all the way up the levels of the church. And
You're saying there is
the truth now.
There is no way that you would turn against us.
No, hand on my little black undead heart, I will not turn against you, he says.
He says
He
it right
could owe us a big favour, though.
That's not a bad idea.
I say we flip a coin. Heady dice, tells him it.
Let's just let him live.
Surely you're not short a coin, Dave.
You never know where you might need an extra 500 gold pieces.
Well, yeah, you have got a point there.
Aye.
And
Right.
this Dougal might throw in a few hundred gold pieces, towards expenses for the expedition to take out,
He says, I'll tell you what, lads, I'll leave 2 platinum behind the bar and I'll give you a tip. Ebon Mausoleum is where the lads at the Sword Coast makes all the offerings and donations to him. You might want to take a wheelbarrow if you know what I mean. I'm sure any couple of 100 gold pieces that I could provide would be just a drop in the ocean.
Yeah, but a drop's a good place to start.
I think well, he's put platinum behind the bar. That's a decent amount.
Well, he could put platinum in our purses while he's at it.
Surely you don't want me to sully me soul by paying you to assassinate somebody that is technically a higher up. I mean, I got
Well, technically,
You've already
that's how it works.
you can pay us because you realise just how much of heroes we are and you wish to tip us.
He says, he laughs and says, well, boys, I've got 4 plat and 23 gold pieces on us. I mean, you're welcome to it if you want. And he starts turning these pockets out of his robes. He's like trying to look edgy, dark robes. He sort of turns the pockets out and clinks the coins onto the table. And he says, you want that lot if you want it.
I shall look at him and go, that'll do nicely.
to start.
Of course.
If it turns out you've betrayed us in any way, shape, or form,
You'll get a refund. It'll be a sharp refund.
in the zone of truth, I will find you, and I will not kill you. I will do much worse than that.
He says, look now, boys, the zone of truth's up. So I know you're not lying to me. So if you said ever any embarrassing questions you wanted to ask each other, now's the time.
So could you give us an idea of what would be Ebon Death's weaknesses and strengths now then?
He's a Dracolich spirit. Stabbing him with magic usually works, but it might be tying him down. I mean, I can see that you haven't got a cleric. Sorry, he says to Shashelian, I forgot you've recently taken the vows, haven't you?
Yeah, we could do a higher level cleric. Do you want to come for old time's sake?
Oh, no, boys, I don't think you would trust me. And it might hamper my advancement in the church, where I seem to be invading my own temple's holy place, if you know what I mean.
Why does it matter? You already consider your god an idiot.
Oh, no, I love the Lord of Bones. He's... him's like that.
You just said that he only exists to further his own causes and that you would take advantage of it to increase your power in his own organisation. Surely that means that you're not a true believer, which means when it comes to a religion, doesn't that mean that you're being cynical in your beliefs? And he knows that, so he will betray you, just when you need him not to. Gods are good like that. They tend to get the last laugh.
Aye, I know what you mean. He says, well, it's been fun, as the chair goes, he says, I'm afraid I can't accompany you. I mean, I can only go so far in the betrayal and the backstabbing department.
This thing that stops him from coming back as a Dragolich, if we destroy it, would it destroy him?
Well, his spirit would be untethered from what I understand.
Hi, Rick there, he's got a proper handle on things. Yeah, his spirit will be untethered so that if you were to kill him, that would be it. Gone. No more coming back.
You have any idea what it looks like, this thing?
I haven't. The thing about lich phylacteries is they try to hide them as best they can. Someday somebody's going to write a series of books where a lich takes a bunch of phylacteries and hides them in various places, and they have a right job finding them.
If only they'd had something like detect magic.
Aye, it says it'll invariably be next to where the spirit is, because he won't want it out of his sight when he's in a vulnerable form and wants to defend it.
So we need to kill the Farlat tree. This is kind of, I'm saying it out of game to a certain degree. Destroy the Farlat tree and kill the spirit, or banish.
And Derek, don't forget to kill Derek. Derek's hiding out there somewhere.
Right, yeah, we need the big guns. Aye. Right, well, I don't like you very much from what you've done to us, but at the same time, betrayal and all that, but, you know, we're going to go and do this because, well, we don't want any big bloody dragons coming after us again, and let's face it, we do it even if we complain. So.
I still say we'd cut them into small pieces, but you know.
See,
at the end of the day...
now, Kalash, I didn't need a zone of truth for you to tell me that.
No, I'm perfectly telling you that if you screw us, I'm going to do things to you that you can't imagine, and you know what's in the world.
Aye, boys. I promise on the soul of my father. No, sorry, that's the wrong one.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Well, he says, I must be going. It's been a pleasure meeting you all. I'd shake hands, but to be honest, you might stab me in them. So, just been a pleasure meeting you and dealing with you chaps, and I wish you the very best of luck.
I hope you fall down and break both your legs on the way out to the bar.
See, now I know we've still got the zone of truth up, so that does hurt. Again, I lay you all of the plans in your lap, and I'm starting to get the feeling you don't like me.
Not why you're all complaining about him.
You.
He seems such a pleasant fellow.
He's a colossal dickhead. Proportions who is massively self-important. At some point, he will come a cropper, and it will be me that does it.
Where I come from, the type of person...
He says, I tell you what, I'll give you this freebie before I go. And he puts his hand on his heart and he says, I swear in this zone of truth that I bear you no malice, and neither me nor the church, for as long as I am in charge of it, will seek any form of retribution against you, your friends or family, or any other known relatives.
So what happens when you're outside this zone of truth and you're not yet head of the church?
He says, well, if I'm not the head of the church, then I'm dead. So there's not a lot I can do about that.
We could help.
You're already dead.
We could get you there before they get you. I will make it slow and painless. No, wait, no, that's a lie. This doesn't work here.
Yeah,
I will make it.
You're not allowed to lie. You can actually try and lie. You've got to make a magic saving throw, but Drugel is not even attempting to lie. He wants you to know that he's fully telling the truth. So he waves to you and heads out the bar, dropping a couple of platinum pieces on the way past, and says, get the boys anything they want to drink. And the barman goes, oh, Father Drugel, we haven't seen you for such a while. He says, it's been a bit of a journey. I haven't got time to chat right now. I've got to get going.
Betraying his church, he's actually one of the bad guys. Oh, son of truth, such a dangerous thing.
So he leaves the bar, and the barman goes, doesn't he look dark and mysterious nowadays? Ruddy mysterious.
Ruddy mysterious. My bunny sword.
Very well, chaps. You have a scroll case.
Can I detect magic on it?
And some coin, I believe.
And some coin. Oh, yes, you have a lot of coin in the party fund. I will split that now. A whole lot of coin.
I just want to know whether or not
boom.
Trap.
Look at all that bad boy.
Awesome.
The party now owns 10,000 gold pieces between the lot of you.
How much was that potion of heroism?
5,000, I think. It's like Bless before Shashelian got Bless.
If you took half a dose, would it mean it would only last half as long?
No. Just no.
It's not like doing wine instead of the whole baggy, you know.
So, boys, you have the scroll case. It doesn't detect as magical, Rick.
Oh, that's good. Should be all right. Have a wee look.
Well, nobody else seems to be saying anything, so you reach over and grab the scroll case.
Open it up. Have a look.
It doesn't explode on you.
That's always a good thing.
And on that is a crudely drawn but accurate map, if the scale is anything to go by, of the Mere of the Dead Men to the southeast. And it says there's a big friendly X in there, and it is the mausoleum.
Looks like we're heading back south then.
The mausoleum in the ruined citadel of Uth Tower.
Well, lads, are we up for the journey?
I'm still a bit confused of why we're doing this guy's dirty one.
I think that's
Although I
worth it to get all the treasure.
just in case it comes back, it is preventative. But I still think we would be better served by slowly torturing him to death over a number of weeks.
Well,
It won't bite us parts.
Do we not want to take out this bloody big dragon, though? Make sure it doesn't come back and try and eat your face.
Well, it could be quite cross with us.
It might be. I don't think he had a particularly nice temperament.
And don't forget there's Ularan the Mortis.
Yes, we want to stab him in the face.
I suppose you are correct.
Shall we get drank up? A few pints for the journey? Maybe get a takeout? You know.
Right, okay. So do you finish up the 2 platinum pieces worth of beer and spirit? And then
It's a lot of spirit.
it is a whole lot of beer and spirit.
I don't know.
Well, we could buy the rest of the bar at a few free drinks.
2 platinum pieces, you could probably buy the rest of the town a few drinks.
Yeah, let's do that. I really wanted to murder him.
Yeah, I know, because he keeps helping you, but he does it in that smug, self-satisfactory, self-serving way.
I was just going to slowly slice them into inappropriate for the moment pieces.
Right, well, you finish the beers off and you drink as much as you can, swearing to leave as soon as you have finished them. The next morning you all wake up with stinking hangovers, having not left and just getting extremely drunk instead. But after a good old-fashioned fry-up with black pudding and eggs and everything, you feel much better and ready to set out and face the world.
Excellent.
Yes, are we setting out?
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right, it's going to take just over a day to reach it, not because of the distance, but because it's in the darkest, deepest, mankiest part of the swamp. As you trudge slowly through the swamp, sometimes thigh deep, on Rick, that's Rick and the gnomes, that's like waist, chest deep.
Knew I should have got levitation.
You should have. And you could have just like tied a rope around Goth and getting him to drag you along. So you spend a day tramping through the soggy, wet mud. While this is the Mire of the Dead Men, and you indeed see a whole lot of undead, something's happened. It's the decaying. You walk past them. Zombies lie there, barely twitching, slowly turning their heads to you, but they can't seem to move. And there's a whole load of undead. It's as if the defeat of Ularan Mortis has wrought some kind of malady on all the undead. So you reach it without having to fight. If you want to walk past and casually stab them in the head, you can. They can barely move. So you reach.
Probably isn't a bad idea if we walk past, just lobbing the heads off or stabbing them through the brain, just in case they turn up again.
So you search around. Shashelian gets the map, searches around, and eventually, after a couple of hours, finds out what appears to be the missing tomb. What you find is it looks like an open excavation, Dave. It's a deep shaft dug straight down into the mud, shored up with wooden beams, crude iron rungs hammered into the walls of the pit that leads down. It looks nothing more like a timber latrine sitting in the middle of nowhere, is the description that it has in the module. Lovely. And you look down as far as you can see, and only Rick can see the bottom. So it's less than 300 foot down.
Yeah. Can I see anything of interest down there? Or just a pit?
You just see what looks like ancient flagstones right at the bottom.
I'll mention it to the others. Ancient flags.
It's completely unlit and pitch black down there.
you would tear a rope off too. I'll look around and see if there's anywhere I can tie a rope.
Right. Okay. Well, you can. There's like earthworks above there that you could certainly tie a rope to. But can you give me a nature or investigation check while you look around, please, Al? 20. Right. It looks like a near saltwater lake has been recently disturbed. The mud is splattered around the shore as though a wave of water was violently displaced. It looks, however, to be very deep. But you can find something easily to tie a rope to.
There's probably an underwater entrance too.
You estimate it's between 100 and 150 foot down, Rick, because of your dwarven senses, like, or do you get some kind of...
No, just being able to see in the dark with Devil's Sight, but
Yeah.
Maybe I get some sort of tingle from the stonework.
There must be another way in.
We'll just go down. I'll tie off a rope, and we'll probably need to tie a couple of ropes together.
Okay.
I'll go down first and look about. If I shout, pull the rope up real fast.
Right. The shaft descends into a worked stone hallway. One end of the hall has collapsed and the other terminates in a pair of giant ebony doors. A thin layer of mist swirls over the floor and the air is unnaturally cold. You're still on the ladder about 10 feet above the floor. It's pitch black and you can only see because you have dark vision.
I'll slowly climb down the rest of the way, but I'm going to take time to investigate the area around me to see if there's anything trapified.
Okay, make an investigation check. 15. You don't see any traps about.
I'll lower myself to the floor and then disappear into the shadows and wait.
Okay, you do that. How long do you wait? How long do you wait?
A couple of minutes.
Right, nothing happens. It's silent.
Tug the rope to let them know it's clear and wait.
Okay.
Climb down.
Right, so you climb down and arrive in this tunnel at the bottom. You all hear a voice whisper as the last of your feet touches the flagstones. Who is dead but cannot die? The Lord of Bones, whose embrace is patient but sure.
Right, you can start with all that spooky shite. You know, we defeated your army before, so shush. Shushka Bones. Had your weast.
The mist swirls around your feet.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
You cast Detect Magic. It reveals that the voice is an illusion. Apparently.
Right, it's almost like a alarm system.
The fantasy version of
The voice says, maybe they did not hear you. And the others, I don't know, I'll try again. Who is dead but cannot die? The Lord of Bones, whose embrace is patient but sure.
I thought we'd agreed you'd stop that.
Sorry. I mean,
Right,
it is kind of my job, so.
Right, well, you're an illusion, so shut up. Right, let's get cracking, lads. We don't want to be here for the rest of our lives. Rick's gonna Rick's gonna move down the tunnel.
Okay, you can move down the tunnel. You move to the doors. They're massive, and you're placing your hands against them. Your dwarven sense is telling you that they weigh several tons each.
Somebody want to come and give me a hand? Get these damn doors open, or detect traps on them first, in case
I will carefully take my time to check for traps.
I'll help him.
Hey! You can roll for detect traps with advantage.
Investigation.
Investigation on the thieves' tools, I'll allow.
I'll go thieves' tools, so ignore this roll. I'm somewhat better with thieves' tools.
Yeah, that'll work. Right, you check the hall thoroughly as you walk down it. There's no traps. Running your fingers over the door, there's no traps there either. But there's no handle, no keyhole, and the ebon doors fit smoothly together and also into the wall, so there's no cracks to slide any crowbars or anything into.
Can we just push them?
You push on the doors, but they don't move.
I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us all.
Okay,
So
you do that.
What did the voice say?
Oh, who is dead but cannot die? The Lord of Bones, whose embrace is patient but sure.
I love the way he was having a cup of tea when we asked that.
Sorry, I was on break. I've been here a while.
Your hard life being an illusion, brain the size of a planet.
Do you wanna all give me
What is it talking about?
religion check?
Yeah, that'll be pretty pointless for me.
I don't think it'll be very successful, but I'll give you another.
You don't like priests.
I'm sure you'll all do great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
wow.
Oh wow. It's kind of worrying that. Yeah, I think I scored the highest there.
Yeah, Goth, you remember Father Douglas mentioned the Lord of Bones when he was talking to you, but you don't remember. You don't know exactly why.
Yeah, I just can't remember what the.
I thought the Lord of Bones was just a name for the undead lord.
What, Leilon Mortis?
No, he's
No.
he's a
So
Michael.
Yeah.
As Dave says, Michael, the doors slide open.
Angela Merkel, the undead lord.
Right, what is worse is the doors slide open silently, revealing a chamber, and to your back there are a whole bunch of undead just standing there. You have a surprise round because you opened the door silently. 432. But you're literally standing with your face to the backs of what you recognise as ghasts because you've just fought them in Leilon.
Oh, not these bastards.
That's ghastly.
Right, lads, let's
I've
go
just
and
clicked the button. It might take a while there. The doors slide open.
We don't want to use our big spells on this or anything.
You have a round to act as they are facing the other way, slavering, crouching in a thing. At the back of the room, you see some humanoid figures. So, Kalash, what do you want to do?
Well, there's a lot of our monsters.
All right.
I'm controlling Guffaw. Sorry, my favourite is Deadly.
Then I am, can't I?
7, 8, 9.
Oh no, I can pass through Edigal, can't I?
You can pass through people as long as you don't end your turn in them, as it were. You run into the room
I will step up behind that one.
and then go, oh shit, as Earl says, what's in the room?
I will stealthily move to here.
Right, the chamber is once a storeroom, but it looks like it's now a camp as bedrolls are scattered around. There's a whole bunch of undead, some guys in priestly robes, and one guy wearing a skull-faced mask, Earl. Right, you haven't been noticed.
You're going to notice me anyway, so I'll murder the first guy.
Right, so you can have advantage and your sneak attack damage. And then you cut loose with a crit. Bam!
All right.
With one hit, you drop the ghast. Dave shoots, but with his usual luck, one arrow goes over the top and he shoots an arrow into a ghast, which does not die. Ertigal,
I shall shiv this one from behind her while it's not looking.
you slip your blade in and it falls dead to the ground once more.
Jolly good.
That's two of them out.
Yeah, two
How many
out
was it?
in one go. Well, the ones you can see, I don't know, it's a free action to shout.
Yeah.
Goth,
I will move past them.
yeah, you move to there.
So that was 25.
Yep.
I'll use my bonus action to go to rage. And then I will attempt to hit that one.
Fuck indeed. Almost a 20 there. You slash at him with your battle axe.
Oh yeah, I'm doing well.
Yeah, doing well, lads. Yeah, it's
Um,
lightly injured.
Okay,
That looks like your turn, yeah?
it does.
Okay. Away, Rab.
I target the guy to the north of Goth. I think he's our monster, Husky, and polymorph him.
Okay, do the thing. Do your polymorph. He loves that polymorph, he does. Right, so he is now something else.
It taught us by any
He
chance.
taught us.
Ah, he taught us as the dude, right? Okay, you taught us him. And is there anything you're doing for your bonus?
I will move a couple of spaces up.
Right, rolling forward, the party's immediately rushed into action. I go past all of these monsters. Rick, finally.
Right, okay. Would a 15-foot cone coming out from me hit Etrigal or not?
No, I don't believe so.
No, I don't think so. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. So I'm going to touch my thumbs together, and a thin sheet of flame will shoot forth from my outstretched fingers. Each creature in a 15-foot cone from me must make a dexterity saving throw. So that's the two ghasts in front of me.
Yeah.
My story.
And then a creature takes 3d6 fire because this is level 2 slot, 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
So that is your burning hands. So you need
Yeah.
to target the two ghasts and the top priest. 2 successes and a failure.
So just do it at level 1, unfortunately, so I might have to add in an extra d6.
Right, you burn the ghasts and the priest goes, ow!
Anything on fire, anything that's flammable as well goes on fire.
Right, so the bed rolls next to the priest catches fire.
Yes. I also will have to roll a d20 for magic.
Yeah, let's have some more of that. Oh, so close. Okay, right, I'm going to roll initiatives now, chaps. It's all down to the look of the dice. Go on, Kalash, it's your turn.
Where's the big priest guy?
There's priest guys all around, and there's a guy wearing a skull face mask that Goth has ran over and it's got stuck into.
I will go help. Is that Arg Murmur?
Mm-hmm.
I targeted him.
I know, look at you.
I will stab the shit out of him. I can use my insightful... No. Do I get advantage?
Right, you're moving across there. So,
That's an opportunity, I know. It's a bad thing.
you're going to take an opportunity attack off a ghast and off a priest. Okay? You don't need to use insightful... Well, you can use insightful fight for an advantage, but you don't need to get your sneak attack because you're standing next to Goth.
Yeah, no, it doesn't give us advantage. It just allows us to sneak attack someone in the face.
Well, you can sneak attack anyway because you stand next to Goth.
So I'll just sneak attack him right in his face.
Right, so I need attractively wide and a healthy priest. Yeah, you can do that. Although it close at you, I'll have to do the ghast first because it has a chance to paralyze you. It was healthy priest, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, you dodge out of the way because he's not great in hand-to-hand combat, shall we say. Attractively wide gast claws. It's lightly injuring you.
The swine.
You can't use your reaction on that because it was an opportunity attack. I don't think so anyway. Could be wrong. Right, your constitution save for your paralysation. Yeah, easy peasy pudding and pie. Right, you run up next to the now revealed necromancer and you stab him in the face. You haven't killed him though, so that's good. And you have to be out of actions now.
I am.
Gas goes for the closest. It runs up and attacks Andy. And he misses. Shashalian. You shoot, you hit. Big hit as well. Puts it on critically injured. Second shot hits. It's all coming up Dave's. That dice is totally cocked. You shoot it, it goes down and dies. Thunk, thunk, 2 crit arrows, dead. Bosh. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nah.
We Rab.
I target the necromancer if I can.
Yep.
And I hit him with blight.
Good lad.
Sheesh. You hit him with blight. He failed his save. Do you want to roll that damage?
Yes.
Oh, bloody hell. By one, you jummy sod. Well done, Rab.
His skin blackens and sort of goes all mouldy, and his hands crease up and fold in on themselves, and he collapses to the ground, sort of a gooey mess of bone. Is that your turn?
I cast a bonus action. Shillelagh!
You can't.
Oh, okay then.
Remember, it's got to be...
oh, yes.
Yeah, the other way around. Goth, your turn. The necromancer has collapsed into a pile of goo in front of you.
Okay.
On top of that bedroll.
Excellent.
And there's a tortoise just to the north of you.
Yeah. Move to there.
I'm going to have a quick look at your passive perceptions. Chap yours.
Where do I find that?
It's just.
I've got it on the party sheet. Right, so Goth has got a 14. Kalash has got a 14 as well. Right, you both hear low chanting coming from the door just to your north, which is the one on the northeast wall.
I'll
Goth.
point to the door and say, someone casting in there.
No, it's a lot of voices chanting in unison, you know, the old... This is never good noise. Right, Goth, your turn, sorry. It's just you'd run up there and you can now hear this chanting.
Okay. Healthy priest is going to get a smacking, I hope.
And so he should.
It's a very naughty boy.
You're worshipping the wrong side. Father Drugel sends his regards. Right, bounces off his chain. No quarter, I take it.
Do I have disadvantage or something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes, poisoned.
Right, yeah.
Poisoned from the ghast. PU hits again. Several slashes to the priest.
When does the poison wear off?
Let me have a look for you. Just find a handy ghast until the start of your next turn. So it'll wear off before you start your next turn.
So it lasts 2 turns?
Yeah. Is that your move?
Yeah.
Your move, creep.
Yeah. Priest healthy, although not looking so healthy now. Cast a spell. Around him, spirits spring up.
Oh, yeah, we'll go.
And start screaming. It like the end of Indiana Jones, the spirits scream around the room. Let me just drop this handy little template.
Forgot I was muted.
I'll drop this handy little template to indicate the distance as the spirits scream around him.
Lovely.
Woo!
Shit, let that go.
Right, secondly, natural goatee priest, being on the other side of the room. Natural goatee is his descriptor. Also casts the same spell as spirits fly around him.
Is this Spirit Shroud?
You don't know this. If you look at the graphics, there's ghostly warriors flying around and going, ooh.
I've got Spirit Shroud. You tell me.
I have to put the size right, because for some reason when it puts...
It's completely covered everything.
Yeah, it puts the wrong graphic size on, and I don't know why. It should be that big. See, do you not feel much better now? Right, he casts that and is surrounded by wailing spirits. Ooh. A ghast, an attractively wide one. He's right next to Rick. He'll leap in and claw at you, Rick.
Lovely.
And of course, he crits because it's Rick.
Obviously. Shall I shield?
I don't think a shield will help with the crit.
No, well, I'm just thinking.
Right. You feel paralyzing venom. You succeed and tell him to bug off because you should have Dwarven Resilience on, actually. Race. Coding effects. Dwarf.
Dwarf Resilience is for poison, isn't it?
It is.
You get that on a mountain dwarf as well. First time I've ever been
as far as I'm aware, it's just Dwarven. But
look.
Well, let's have a quick look. But I'm sure you do.
For like 3 minutes, guys. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah. Advantage on saving throws and resistance against poison damage. Yeah, that's what doesn't help when you don't remember what you are.
Yeah. Is it racism when it's your own race that you forget? I don't know. All right, we've got priests, we've got spirits, we've got attractively wide gas, we've got immature titter priests who's going to cut loose with a guiding bolt at Kalash in the back. He calls upon, I call upon the persons here present. Bam, it hits you in the back, Clash. You're burned by holy light, which is not very nice. Psycho Shady Howl goes for 1 to 3. 1 to 2 Etigal, 3 to 4 Goth, 5 to 6 Kalash. Those are the closest people to him. Etigal, because of course. He bounds in towards you, Andy, and slashes at you with his claws.
I'm going to need my uncanny dodge.
He hits, yeah, so you may want to uncanny dodge it.
There we are.
Right, minor damage. Right, you are paralysed. Once more. You love fighting ghasts. That's the 3rd time you've been paralysed, isn't it?
I fucking hate ghasts.
Yeah. So you can't do anything?
No, of course I fucking can't.
But you immediately save after you've missed a turn. Priest.
Yeah, well, be bloody right, wouldn't it?
Leather scarf. As you are paralysed, will fire a guiding bolt at you, Andy. He sees you weakened by it and pew hits, doing a little bit of damage, but then you're at disadvantage for next turn. Rick.
Right, where I am currently. Actually, I'm just going to stab that ghast. I am through the door enough, aren't I?
You are, yes. I'll just clear his targets. There you go. You are the one in front of you. That one.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, so if you click on it again, it clears the target.
No, I've got to clear target and drag on the target button. It's so amazingly useful. I don't know why I don't just give him to place.
Yeah. All right, let's have that.
Oh yeah, hits. Now we're talking. All right, slashing it. You get another shot.
Slash again. Slashy slash. Pathetic slashy slash.
Heavily damaged though.
I need to do the Constitution save for the.
No, not for you attacking it.
Not for the smell. Okay.
You've already been hit by the smell, haven't you? You're immune for 24 hours after you've made it. Right, a beer-bellied priest goth. What can he do? This is the $1 million question. He will cast spiritual weapon. A scythe, a glowing scythe appears next to him, and that attacks you, goth. It hits, doing light damage to you. The chanting seems to get a little louder, a little more intense.
I'll kill the husky.
He's tortoise.
I'll not kill the husky.
It's a hit. All the damage. Bam! And he goes down. How'd you slice that one up?
Straight in the eye, and then is there anything within reach to get maced?
There is just the tortoise. However, because it's your turn and you're standing in whatever those spirits are, they swoop in and stab you with their semi-translucent weapons. And again, this would be handy if I could. What's your alignment?
I don't think I have one, but it's probably neutral evil.
Evilly?
Yeah.
Right, you're taking necrotic damage then.
Or could be lawful good. I really don't know.
No, you want to be evilish? Well, there you go. You get necrotic damage as the spirits come in and stab you, and you're like, hold on, what? Is that your turn?
My turn, and I am very upset that my morality has caused damage to me.
Right, you shoot the ghast, doing a whole bunch of damage to it. It's barely standing. Right, you shoot it, thunk, arrows again, and it falls dead to the floor. Nice.
His turn, a bonus action, but I don't seem to have it as a priest though.
No turns in action. It is your divine doobly thingy.
Oh, turn undead.
Yeah, what's it called? It's called divine action.
Turn undead.
Channel divinity.
Channel divinity, that's the one. I promise one day I will read the manual. So it's an action, Dave. Are you finished your turn?
Yeah.
Husky Tortoisey Priest does nothing. We Rab. And he is injured and paralysed in front of you.
Yeah. The first thing I do is target that priest there. And I'm going to cast Frostbite on him.
Okay. This fails his save. What does that do? He dies and the spirits around him dissipate.
That's what I was hoping.
Well done, that man.
And then for my bonus action, I target Edrigal and cast Healy Thingy.
I'll just have to move it out of the way because I'm not sure which one of those templates it is, and I'll probably delete the wrong one like I did the last time. Because, DM, dude. And also delete the template for the Cloud Kill spell that I had prepared for the Necromancer on his goddamn sons of bitches. But I'll show you that he was going to class Cloud Kill there.
Our fault he's a beddy.
But he died, so fuck him. Right. Rab.
Did you target me there, Rob?
Yes, it said it did. Hang on,
I'll drop it on. There you go. Healing word, boys.
Fantastic.
Is that what I'm guessing?
You lovely man.
He knows it up.
Right. And you've cast it. Okay, right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Goth.
Yeah. Move to there, hit that one.
Okay, you run down, targeting the ghast, which is currently sprinkling a little sun sprinkler on Ertigal. Yeah, baby, critical hit.
Ouch.
Bam, 33 damage. Almost killing it in one blow, but not quite.
Oh well, have to hit it again then.
Hits, and you chop it down, killing it. Class. Anything else? Because you have your bonus action and some move left. You're right on the edge of those spirits that are squealing backwards and forwards in front of your eyes.
Yeah, frenzy.
Frenzied, yep. Wham, another good hit.
Oh, I didn't target him, so I pick the damage and just drag it?
Just drag the damage and drop it on his token, yeah.
There.
There you go. Say, wham. Take that, you evil priest. Right, natural goatee starts casting guiding bolts at you, which is a first level spell, which is rather spiffy, I would say. Throws a guiding bolt at you, Goth.
Of course they do.
Hits. Quite a bad radiant hit. And it gives the next person to target with a guiding bolt advantage. I'll let you will. But not this one, because priest will cast a spell upon himself, and a bunch of those spirits again once more appear howling and screaming around you. But they don't attack you quite yet. Just the suck. That is his turn. Ertigal
Am I still
is
paralysed?
paralysed. You'll get a save at the end of this turn, so you're still paralysed at the moment.
Right.
There you go, there's your save. Failure, you're still paralysed, sir.
I'll just stand there like a pudding then.
Stand there and look delicious.
Yes.
Leather Scarf opens up with guiding bolts on Goth. It seems to be the most dangerous target in the room at the moment. Hits 12 damage, and once more, passing forward the bonus to hit, Rick.
Well, this time I'm actually going to move into the room.
Yeah.
Can actually see what's going on now.
Two doors. You also see here Ryzen chanting from the northeast door, and a door to the south.
Okay.
And a bunch of spirits swirling around the room. A tortoise, and
oh God, what was that? Oh.
As we say, the usual.
Somebody deal with that fucking ghast.
You've been quite damaged. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to target this ghast.
It's sprinkling salt on me.
yeah, Andy looks quite delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
I am going to.
But I'm only a light snack.
I'm only wee.
Right, I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. Sorry, that was an unboom. Oh, well, there should have been 4 booms from me wand of magic missiles.
And 2d4 plus 2 extra, remember, for the first level one.
Yeah.
An extra 4 damage to the last ghast. Oh, it rhymes. He's the Slim Shady of ghasts. I'm the last ghast, and I take an extra 4 damage. So that was...
Not as much as I hoped.
No, not quite as much as you hoped. He looks heavily injured, but not down. Is that your turn?
It is.
It is, okay.
Yes.
End of round, Kalash. The chanting seems to be reaching some kind of crescendo behind the door.
Sounds very bad, boys and girls.
Maybe I should have gone through that. But...
What do you wish to do, Kalash?
Oh, sorry. I will. That guy to my front is
Is a tortoise, yeah.
So I'm going to go and open that door.
Right, you step forward, you open the door. Inside, you see what appears to be an ancient barracks. A huge circle of ash has been laid out over the floor, surrounding a skull design painted in blood, presumably human. Around the circle, 6 robed cultists in cultist robes with the symbol of Merkel on the back kneel, praying and chanting very loudly. So we'll open the door.
Get on the floor and everybody do the darners.
Right, and then I will. If you give me a second to find out what the hell room it is. 435. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spawn all of the mobs again, aren't we? So that Richard has to go and run 40 mobs at once. Can you... Are they shown, Earl?
They are.
Right, so you kick the door open and you've moved 5 feet forward to open the door. And you see a bunch of them lying on the floor. Well, kneeling on the floor, doing ritually things.
I'm going to stab that one in the back, and with my second attack, I'm going to kick him into the middle of the circle.
Okay. Go ahead. You can have advantage and sneak attack because they are not moving. It looks like they're trying to complete some dark ritual. Bam, baby. This is going to hurt.
A lot of dice.
Look at all the dice, man. Right, so what do you do to that guy as you exceeded it?
Stab me dagger straight into the top of his head, and then as I pull it out, I push me foot and knees back and kick him right into the middle of the circle.
Yeah.
And hello, boys and girls. Death's here.
Several eyes flick towards you, but they don't move, and they seem to be chanting as if trying to complete something before they run out of time. You still have a little bit of movement left.
I'll stand next to one next to me, and I won't cheekily try to get me bonus attack, me other action, because I did kick him.
Okay, Kalash. So now it's a race.
I'm going to turn around.
Ritual versus Kalash stabbing them in the top of the head.
I'm going to turn around to the guy at the front and go, "You're next." Can I use Intimidate? You're next.
You certainly can try it. Anything you like. Gast, Etigal, goes for the bite this time because he's already paralysed. A 16. They look very intimidated, and one of them stumbles his words. And as he does that, as he fumbles his words, blood starts to leak out of his ears.
No, keep concentrating. It's going to end very
Andy,
bad.
nom, it munches upon you.
Lovely.
Shash.
Somebody kill that fucking thing.
Shash, your turn. Etigal's getting munched on.
I'd cancel this movement.
Right. You run in a straight line like that into that room. Is that correct? Right, where are you trying to move to? To there?
To there.
Right, so you run into the room, so presumably you can see what's happening. You see a bunch of spirits flowing around the room, and priests happily blasting everything with guiding bolts inside, and an open door and a bunch of cultists. And a tortoise. Let's not forget the tortoise.
The guy that's attacking Andy.
Okay. Right, you shoot it in the back of the head, do you?
Yeah, if it goes down.
You shoot it in the back of the head. Well, there's a giant skull over its head, so it don't look well. You shoot it in the back of the head. And then your second...
Another one.
What are you targeting now?
One that's on Goff, if he's still alive.
Yeah. I'm removing the dead ones. You shoot the immaturely tittering priest who succeeds upon his saving roll. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Priest Husky is a tortoise. Weerab. And he
I will move
stands
into the
before
room.
you, paralysed, but no longer being eaten alive. You run into the room, seeing this craziness. A whole bunch of spirits, a tortoise, which you know about, and Earl has dived in through the door, and you can just hear the sounds of carnage and chanting on the other side.
I cast Tidal Wave, and I want to get it, so I'm going to hit these two. Actually, 30 feet long, 10 foot wide. If I cast it, see the priest on the left, Rich?
Uh-huh.
Is like standing in the middle of the 4 squares.
Yeah.
If I cast it in a line straight across from one side of the room to the other,
Yeah.
shouldn't get goth, but it'll
10 feet, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
and it'll get all 3 of those priests. I think.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Target him and do your spell casting. As water comes out of nowhere, quite literally nowhere, and splooshes against the priests. They all fail their save. I don't know what that does.
They get knocked to the ground, I think.
Right, one dies, the one in front of Goth.
Each creature in the area must do a dex save and throw on a failed save. Creature takes 48 bludgeon damage and is knocked prone.
So they're all prone. One of them has lost his spirit guardians, and who was the only one alive? So the spirit guardians have gone.
Useful.
And then with another bonus one, I target Goth and heal him.
Okay. Move 10 NPCs, and then I need to make them prone, so they are on the ground. Nice work there, Brissy. Nice work indeed.
Shit, Halo. Sorry, Goth. And
They are now prone, and all of the spirits have disappeared. Woo! Excellent.
have I still got some move left? I have, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'll move up to there.
Right, looking. Next up is Goth. This creature we're fighting has died due to the water, and you're all running into the middle.
I'll get that one.
It's prone, so this is going to hurt quite a lot.
Do I get advantage for prone?
It should do it automatically. Yeah, you should automatically have advantage.
In that case, I was going to say I wouldn't have put reckless attack on that.
I can take it back off. There you go.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Because it doesn't do anything else other than advantage, does
Yeah.
it?
Go crazy. Hacking down at the helpless priests on the floor. You hit, slaying him outright.
That one?
Yep.
Lost my sheet for a moment. Here we go.
Also hits.
Ooh. Sorry.
And also dies. So 2 quick hits, bang, bang, dead priests.
There's 20 movement, so 20 movement to there. And I will use second wind.
Okay.
Do that, I think. Yeah.
Right. You feel much better. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. That is everything I can do.
Cultist chance, cultist chance, cultist chance. They are eyeing you, but still chanting. Cultist chance, cultist chance. Ethical can't do anything. You are no longer paralyzed, however. Rick, sorry, you're last to go.
Yep. Right. So I am going to. Am I able to move? Oh, that priest is still alive.
He's a tortoise.
Oh, he's a tortoise. Right. Okay. Can I move into the door with Kalash?
Yes.
Am I able to pass there? Because can I?
But you will be standing in the doorway.
I can't get into the door.
You can move through and go into the room.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as long as you don't end your turn on top of another player. You run into the room and see a bunch of cultists, a large circle of ash and human blood.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I shall target this cult fanatic, this cult fanatic, and then I have to roll.
Oh, the buff one. He's safe because he was buff. And there's a cult fanatic with zany footwork.
It was a very zany man.
It was an extremely zany man. Right. Okay, that's the end of round Kalash. It's round 4. The chanting seems to be coming to a crescendo. You have no idea what might happen should they finish the chant.
I'm going to move to there. I'm going to stab the target in the head, and I'm going to hit the other one with my mace.
Yeah.
Because I figure we've got to end this crap pretty soon. Are we using insightful? Oh, wait, I get advantage because they're still chanting, don't they?
Yeah, they're literally focusing on their chant. They're not getting up. Calling out to all that is unholy. And
will I get me sneak attack on them? Because if not, I'll
you do. You get your sneak attack. Go for it.
I just don't like not.
You can have it. You can have all the damage. It's all your damage. Just take it. Own it. Yeah, it's a hit. All the damage. Bam. Oh, bloodied. Coughing up blood, but still somehow chanting.
I will hit him with my mace.
So you go to swing at the other one, but because he's still not dead, you swiftly change tack and hit him on the head instead.
Good.
Yeah. You smash his skull in, it bursts like an overripe watermelon.
Now you intimidate on the other one, go, you're next.
I think they know. You can, but they do know. They're getting the idea. Shush.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll attack.
Hitting a push-up jockstrap. So.
What the hell? Kill that priest first.
That's a mental image. I'll not get shot of in very quickly.
We're not looting his corpse.
I don't know. I can see Kalash with it. Really.
Mind you, I'm now wondering if you can buy those.
Right.
No, just checking them to see.
Shash just fires. The tortoise looks about for a little lettuce leaf, can't seem to find any. We grab McT.
I will move into the room, move the corner, and I am going to cast Tidal Wave again.
Okay.
Going from the bottom right to the top left cultist. Hopefully knocking.
Spin cycle.
Yeah, spin cycle, 3 failures and a success. Oh, push-up jockstrap takes half damage. He's protected by his enormous jockstrap. Intercepting the waves, and it splits the water around him, only taking half damage, Percy. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll do.
It does wash away some of the blood and the ash on the floor, though. All right.
But the 3 that failed are now prone, so...
That is true. Goth. They start to bleed from their ears as they stumble their words, being knocked to the ground. I will just make them prone. So, you can take your turn, Goth.
Yeah, taking it.
Okay. And you run into the room.
I should have done a complete John Wick moment with the tortoise, shouldn't I? You walked into a mausoleum and killed him with a fucking tortoise.
Yeah,
fucking tortoise!
Oh, critical bang. You need to roll 30s. I think that's just taking the piss. Yeah. You chop him down easily. And next up, you switch targets. Just mighty swings of the axe there. Bam, another crit. Oh, it's going to hurt. Yeah, that one goes down. Split skull.
So I've got 5 feet left and try to hit that one.
Another hit. Chop, chop, choppity, chop, chop. Yeah, he goes down. Dead, leaving one lonely cultist praying so hard.
Prone on the floor.
Eagle.
Right, well, I'm going to move in.
25 feet.
Yes. That will put me there. And while I'm doing that, I shall be hopping on one leg, binding my wounds. I need to target myself. Hold on. Have I targeted myself? I should have targeted myself.
You have, yes. Right, wrapping a quick set of bandages around the bite and claw marks. You run over to there, and is that your turn?
That will do me nicely. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Rick. It's literally down to you, Rick.
Right.
Just going to move up next to him, and then I'm going to battle axe him. I don't know why I've got advantage.
Because he's prone.
Oh,
He got tidal waved. Right, you slash him. Damage 11. Okay, he's not dead. Hits.
Right.
Oh, he dies. You just see a portal beginning to form inside the remains of the circle, and then you bring your battle axe down on his skull, split it in half, and the portal flickers and goes out. Round 5. You begin to catch your breath, and then there's a thumping on the southern door, and it crashes inwards, and there is so many things. You can hear the splashing of water and the moans of the undead as zombies start to shamble into the room.
More of the bastard.
4:33. I'll say now I'll never know if you would have been so up for killing them if you didn't know there was a giant demon being summoned.
I think we would have.
Just on principle.
I've met this party.
Right, so Kalash, you just start to catch your breath. The south door crashes open. There's still a tortoise. And you hear the moans of the dead, which you're also familiar with. Some kind of zombies. A whole bunch of zombies. Brains as they lurch forward towards you.
Right, I shall move there, and I'm going to cast Bless on all of us.
Right, is that your turn, Dave?
Yeah.
Right, okay. You pass without trace has dropped mine because that's concentration.
I think they know where I am.
So nobody's got pass without trace on. Okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Tortoise looks up at you. Sort of like, can I have some lettuce, dude? We grab McT. Dashing into the room past the tortoise.
I cast Wall of Fire through the doorway.
Okay.
And circling all those zombies with a fire on the inside.
Zombies burn on the inside. 34 damage. Wall of Fire is a concentration spell, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it's polymorph. Tortoise is now a priest right in the middle of you. Boom. Zombies shuffle towards you. Now on fire. Now you have zombies, but they're on fire.
Hot zombies, lads.
Yes, Tortoise suddenly springs up in the midst of you, looking very surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. Movement. Oh, actually, they're quite fast.
Thank you, mate.
You what?
Symmetrical shag him.
Goth, you see a bunch of zombies pouring into the room.
No, apparently they don't.
And there is now a priest standing in the doorway looking a little confused.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he won't be there for long.
No, he won't.
I can deal with him for you if you want.
Well, I can't really get past him without dealing with him.
Yeah, pretty much. So are you hacking and slashing?
Yes, I am.
I want to rage. Bam, baby. That is definitely it. The husky priest, sadly.
A husky-looking priest or a priest who is worshipped by huskies?
I'm not sure. Wow. With one round, Gagoth lets out a flurry of axe blows, chops the priest down and drops him like the bitch that he is. Nice work, sir.
Continue to the room.
Okay. The zombies are holding their fists up ready to attack. Obviously, because they're reaching for you like brains. Is that your turn, sir?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. The spherical zombie. I know everybody loves the spherical zombie.
I am holding an attack action in case they get anywhere near me.
Okay. So you're going to stab the first one that steps to the door. Greater freeloading voice. Right, that one reaches you. Earl, it's moving way faster than a zombie should. You can have an attack of opportunity, but not with your sneak attack damage.
Is that the one in front of us? I'm just talking.
Yeah, he's just run up and went, before he uses a slam upon you. Crit, baby! Bam! As you knife him.
All the damage, it just didn't do anything.
I don't believe you.
There you go.
Right, you stab him in his freeloading voice, and he goes and bashes out at you. Misses. Spiteful, broken-hearted footwork runs into the room. Can't do anything, Rick, sir.
Right, okay. I will just Eldritch Blast the first one here. I think that should be him.
Excellent
targeted.
work.
Yeah, it is him targeted. Good.
You're the warlock trendsetter. You're like, you know what I do? Rick says, the poster says, Rick says, I Eldritch Blast. Bam. Nice. Big hits there.
5 damage.
5 damage. You blow a tiny chunk of the zombie off and it does not seem impressed in the slightest. Right, weedy zombie. Comes the Pee Wee Herman of zombies, comes shuffling around the corner. It says. It can't really get anywhere because, there's just a pack of zombies. End of round. Shash.
I will do my multi-attack volley fire.
Gets 5 arrows out of his quiver, bites the fletching off one side, like Kevin Costner in Robin Hood, and shoots a shitload of arrows at them. Go on, Dave. Oh, there was some crits there. I definitely saw that. Nice. Liking it. 7 damage. That'll teach him. Right. Bloodying them, but not putting any down. That is the end of your turn, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Nice. Rob.
I am going to drop concentration on the wall of fire since we can't move it anymore.
The firewall is gone, baby. Boom.
And
Joe, this is my command.
Cast Entangle at the middle zombie, so hopefully it'll stop them in the tracks.
Okay. 1 save.
Cool.
Is that your turn, or are you using something else?
Nope, that'll do.
Okay. Greater zombie at large is not restrained. He staggers forward. Unfortunately, Kalash, you're all by yourself.
Life of Kalashnikov.
He staggers forward and then beats upon you. He gets 2 attacks, one with each fist. The first fist slams in, automatically missing. The second one slams in, and that hits. So you were attempting to dodge it.
I'll use my uncanny dodge because I am uncanny.
But not the canny dodger, the uncanny one.
If it was canny dodge, I'd be like, "Howdy, lads!"
Right, bang. You take some bludgeoning damage and some necrotic damage as well.
Yes,
Goth runs up, attempting to help the badly damaged Kalash. Again, hitting. Slash, lots of damage. Bounces off its rubbery undead skin.
And frenzy attack.
That one is critically injured. It looks like it may fall apart at any moment.
That is kind of the hope.
Yeah, that goes down, chopped into pieces, and it still twitches and tries to get at you as it dies. Is that everything? Did you frenzy? Okay. The spherical zombie. It's a no. Okay. The northwest door flies open and out runs Ulrun Mortis. He looks dishevelled. He looks unshaven. There's food all down the front of his armour. And he runs out into the room, surrounded by those howling spirits. And screams, "Who dare invade my lair? I am Ulran Mortis and I will take your souls." But he looks like a broken man.
We have been told by Drugal to murder you so we can take your position in the cult.
I will kill him, and then I will, after I've dealt with all of you morons. I have the power of the god of death behind me. The room is filled with the spirits. He targets Goth, and he casts Flame Strike. A great column of flame comes down from above. Goth succeeds, and thus only takes half damage. And that is his turn. Eagle.
Does he know where I am?
Not at the moment. His attention is focused on the 4 other people in the room.
Right, well, in that case, I would like to try something using my magical ambush ability.
So even with disadvantage and he passes, sorry.
And then I just want to move my feet that way and hide.
Yeah, so it'd be disadvantage to attack you. Right.
Just in case.
Hide out of the way. Zombie makes a strength check. And that succeeds, so it breaks free, it's no longer restrained, and it shuffles forward. Okay, so he moves up to you but can't attack. Rick.
Right, yeah, I still think it's worth it. I am going to cast Banishing Smite, and then I will charge this bugger. It's a 5th level spell.
Right, you charge into the spirits, they immediately attack you as you have moved into their radius.
On you ghostly bat.
Is it though? Is it?
Yeah. Are they going to stop me?
What alignment are you? An effective creature's speed is halved in the area, so it's difficult terrain. So you can only move 15. So
I think that was 15.
That is enough,
so.
yeah. You still can move it. And you make a saving throw. A wisdom saving throw. So let me roll your
I'm chaotic neutral.
Okay, then you get radiant damage.
Okay.
Right, I'll roll
wisdom saving.
No, I'll roll your save. There you go. Yeah.
Let's see if this twats him. That twatted him.
Swish, swish. The battle axe swings and meets on the air.
Yeah.
Bugger.
It is concentration. Before the spell ends, it lasts up to a minute.
Yeah.
But obviously concentration will have to last as well.
Greater Zombie Wadey uses action to attempt to break from the vines, which he does, and then he moves forward into the gap here, into combat range. Kalash.
Run over and stab him in the face.
You run through the spirits go, "Ooh, you shouldn't have done that." Ooh. Right, and they attack you. Ooh, Kalash. Ooh. You fail your save. You take necrotic damage for being an evil bastard.
I'm taking evil. I'm just morally indignant.
12 damage. Okay, it's a save, so you can't use your reaction. You do have a run up to him, and Rick is next to you, so you've got your sneak attack on.
I won't get advantage, but I can use. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to stab him.
It's a hit. Here comes all of the dice. Oof! So many dice. Oh, he fails his concentration check on Spirit Guardians. Ouch. The spirits of the dead deceased and fly away. He looks a little more worried now.
Can I use, because I used my bonus action to disengage, I can't use it to do a sneak attack, an attack with my mace, can I?
Oh, no, you can have as many actions as you want. It's fine. Just
cool.
make like 10 attacks. It's cool.
Oh.
No, you can't, though. The GM is being facetious. As you literally said, I've already used my action, so can I use it to make another attack?
Yeah, I'm a bad man.
I know. So that is your turn.
I am going to kill you so hard.
No, Lord Merkel will protect me by fire be purged, Shashelian.
No.
Moitz, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Right, we Rab make a Tavishaw.
Cast Frostbite.
He succeeds.
Awesome.
Awesome indeed. Do you wish to move?
No, I will stay there.
Okay. Right, we've got zombies. Elves ran away, so it lunges forward to you, wee Rab.
Cool.
As they're pretty simple-minded, and they just tend to go slamming into you with its gigantic fists. It misses, and then hits. And you succeed in holding your concentration. Brains, weak voice zombie, makes a strength check. No, he doesn't. Goth.
Yeah, start hitting things.
That is probably a good plan. I'm not going to lie. You've got so many effects on you. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm kind of aware of them.
That is a hit. Quite a large hit as well. Bang.
Stick with that one.
Yeah, keep hacking till they go down.
Isn't it my sex tip?
Right, that one dies. Fails to
Frenzied
resist
attack.
death. Yeah, again, more hits. Goth just can't. He just can't miss.
I do occasionally. I'm saddened by it.
Earl remorse. He banishes on Earl, who saves. Damn it, he says. Buggery and balls. That's the end of his turn. Etagol.
There we go. And I think there's a shiving coming on.
That will hit as you run up behind him and slip the old blade in. Blood runs down his side.
And we might as well offhand with the other short sword.
He takes one more point of damage.
Yeah, but everyone counts.
It does.
There's sometimes it's pointing.
Is
things
that
like
your
this.
turn?
Yep, pretty much that's me done.
Okay, Rick. It was actually a pretty good ship for once.
Yes. Right, let's see if I can actually hit the fucker.
You want to smite the bastard.
Let's just check before I roll that I am actually still targeting it. Oh, yeah. Let's just...
Fuck indeed, Rick. Fuck indeed.
Yeah, right.
One more. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, see, now that's what I'm talking about.
Pathetic, really, considering how much that was.
And if he's got less than 50 hit points,
He is banished.
he is banished.
Oh,
So he disappears for a minute.
right. He's coming back in a bit if you want to get round him.
All of the rogues start sharpening knives.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Greater Zombie Weedy is still so weedy. Can he break free? No, with a 1, he is indeed weedy. Right, that is the end of the round. Poof, he disappears off from this plane, and then it's like, to be continued across the screen.